Oh, Jesus. There we are. Oh, sorry about that, everyone. My grandparents, my Nana and Guido showed up. No one's even here to hear me talk about this. So let me just send that ping out. Oh, man. We got one viewer. Oh, I can't see. There we are. Get some water! Sorry to be a little bit late. My Nana and Guido came by and dropped off some beef jerky. Chocolate snackies. By the way, gel. Moonlighter. Looks interesting. Oh, there was a game I was looking at recently. I linked it to Nick. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. Nope. 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 Maybe I didn't link it to him. Shit. Shit. What's the name of this game? Oh, that feels so bad. It was like a game where shit. It was a game where you had where you were playing as like a bunch of people in a family that were like fighting against the encroaching darkness. You would have to deal with like loss and shit. Damn it, man. The game, it looked really cool. I'm not going to be able to rest easy until I find out what this game is. No. No. Right now, my spare time, I've got like 4 games I need to beat. I still need to play. Assassin's Creed Unity, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and Rise of the Tomb Raider. And Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And then obviously the other Assassin's Creed games, but maybe those will wait, I don't know. I've got a number of games I need to play is the point. We're kind of just waiting on people to show up right now, just so everyone knows. I will start once I figure out what this game is. Let's swap out to random gaming here. Love this game. Okay, what was this game? This looks cool. Pine. Oh, look! This is that sand game. But on Steam. Oh, it's from the guys who made... Oh, shit. It's from the guys who made Baba Is You. Fuck. That looks sick, actually. I'm not gonna lie. That looks really fucking cool. Yeah, do you guys remember that Moon Sand game? Do you guys remember that game? Am I crazy? The sand game. Looks cool. I should have gone back and put that in my wish list. Oh, I think that's it. Yep, this is it.
Hack and slash through hordes of enemies. Children of Morta is an action RPG with a roguelite approach to character development, where you don't play a single character, but a whole extraordinary family of heroes. Hack and slash through hordes of enemies in procedurally generated dungeons, caves, and lands, and lead the family of Bergsons with all their flaws and virtues against the forthcoming corruption. Gameplay-wise, it's a unique mix of action-adventure RPG, roguelite, and hack-and-slash game. By leveling up, you develop not only individual characters, but also the entire family. There is no permadeath, and you can change family members between the dungeon runs. The story takes place in a distant land, but copes with themes and emotions common to all of us. Love and hope, longing and uncertainty, ultimately loss and sacrifice we are willing to make to save the ones we care for the most. Ultimately, it's about a family of heroes standing against the encroaching darkness. You can choose from 6 different family members, each one having unique skill sets. The father, John, a protective warrior with a sword and shield. The elder daughter, Linda, a precise archer. Kevin, a quiet fighter equipped with deadly daggers. Lucy, a lively and bold fire mage. Mark, a mindful martial arts fighter. And Joey, who smashes his enemies with a sledgehammer.
My kind of guy, Joey!
Ranged attacks, magic spells, blocks, stuns, evasions, and passive skills. It's all there for you to discover, unlock, and upgrade. Check out different setups and find your preferred way of combat. In Children of Morta, there is no classical inventory system, but instead, there are dozens of items that you can randomly find on your way. They can give you passive buffs, modify your attacks, allow to spawn powerful totems, and more. And if you don't like what you find, you can always stop by a store and purchase stuff from a merchant. All the dungeons in the game are procedurally generated, which means their layout is different with each.
Let's be fucking real, guys. Tiny fiery redhead is basically like my fucking. That's it. Boom. Out of my wish list. Yeah, I want to play this at some point. Looks good. Yeah, which means it's better.
Oh, hi there.
Welcome to my hooker palace.
Oh, hi there.
Please don't leave. I have no friends.
Oh, they released a Danble did a goose game rap. Man, it's pretty awesome. I'm actually fucking creeped out, guys. So let's hit him with that. I want to watch this intro cutscene again before we start. I'm not gonna voice it. I'm just watching it because I will also eat my beef jerky. I'm curious as to who's speaking here. Do you think it's Apollo or Phoenix or someone else? Yeah, probably Phoenix. Fucking Christ. Apollo, look on TV. Look. Yeah, I'm kind of busy. Whoa, look at that. He's the last Grand Marie, all right? He's the last Grand Marie, all right? Amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this. Ow. What? I was writing about our last case in my journal. Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And why now? That case was 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know? I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lemoir disappeared. That's right, Uncle Valant did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now. Let's just get into the good part. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while she's away. I shouldn't be eating beef jerky while I'm doing this, but it's so fucking good.
What you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth, happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum.
The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gaviners concert was.
Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary Troupe Grand Marie is performing for the first time in 7 years. Ruh-roh.
That's gonna be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too. The legendary Grand Maries. Juicy's real father was still alive. He'd be on that stage performing miracles. I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo. Really? That's gonna be relevant?
Ah, you are here. Working hard or hardly working? Hey, how have you been?
Hi there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time.
How goes it, Juicy? Here, I got a present for you.
Yay, pudding! I love pudding! Ooh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself.
Well, I'm beat.
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You've got to take it easy with the secrets, you know.
How right you are.
So you still can't tell us what your mission is?
Oh, maybe it is time. It has something to do with you anyways.
Huh? With me? Ooh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy. Can't it just be a defense attorney?
To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today.
What?
Tell me, you've heard of the juris system, yes?
Oh my god, has he been trying to oh my god, has he been trying to integrate a new system of law?
That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about.
Wait! Is the legal system the fucking jury? Is that what a jurist system is? Jurist system. The jurist system is a trial system. What? Is it literally just a fucking jury? Is that what the system is?
That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about.
Have you heard of it, Apollo?
Huh? Maybe? Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought.
The juris system, huh? So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing?
Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is?
Jesus Christ, I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know, Apollo?
Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the juris system.
No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor.
Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. And there will only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right?
Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo.
Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and mascot Apollo. The perfect team. Mascot? Hey! So, what is this secret mission? The Juris system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like the system are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and talk, and nothing gets decided. Kind of like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad. Am I? In any case, we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping? How? Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Juris System Simulated Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom. Wow, it's like you have a real job! I was never that good at piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. The trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is. A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting. So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Well, since it is the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple. Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious. True. The case is a murder. That's not simple at all! By simple, did you mean that the defendant is... guilty? Yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. With what? With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you. Go for it, Apollo! It's just a test case anyway, no sweat. Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided. And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious in a worst case scenario. You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial. All the forms have been filed, there's no turning back now. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you can make room in your schedule. Why am I only hearing about this now? Yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Huh? Something that happened last night. What the fuck? Hello, Quinn. Just to catch you up real quick. I feel like I need to... Whatever. Just to catch you up real quick. We're just chatting. The fucking Grammars are going to be coming tomorrow or some shit. What's more important is that Phoenix just showed up and told us about the jurist system, which is a secret mission that he's been on. It's really just having a fucking jury. He just said that we're defending in a murder case tomorrow, and it is a real case. It's not a fake case. Hey, Paulo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission, but what about this? The Troop Grammary Grand Magic Show. Huh? Oh, right. The card tricks. They're not card tricks! They're red illusions, miracles, the apocalypse, heaven and earth wars! So what? That's 3 whole days from now. It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Valant. Have fun. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right. Why not go with her? But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow, regardless. I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me. Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum. I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. Grandma Marie, that reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat the Grandma Marie seal? Consider it a birthday present, Trucy. Thanks, it's great. But today isn't my birthday. Good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day. 1 second, everyone. Getting a call on the phone.
There we are. Sorry. I got a call from Sam. She'll be over soon to pick up some stuff. Anyways, yeah, just some regular stuff. I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day. Then it's a Recycle Your Plastics present. Yippee! So it's plastic! I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it? Can I open it, Daddy? No. Whoa, he got pissed. Huh? You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. Because Phoenix is gonna fucking die! An envelope with the Grandma Reese, huh? Alright, so what case are you gonna use? You really wanna know, don't you? Of course I do. I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I? If all goes well, then yes, of course. It's just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway? Well, mine. Committee chair, remember? No. Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. Good! That's better. But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case. What? Then how am I supposed to defend? You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Paulo, if I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility. For good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Alright. I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. Well, time's a-wasting. Fucking shit, dude. Really? That's how it's gonna fucking start this shit? Where should we go first? Detention Center or Sunshine Coliseum? I'm sorry. Beef jerky is just so good. That beef jerky. Oh, delicious. Oh, homemade beef jerky, dude. Nothing better. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo. This is the place where magic and dreams converge. Just a while ago, it was the place where murder and nightmares converge. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valant. What about the case? Only a performer laughs like that. The young Miss Trucy. How often I'd hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream. Hey, Uncle Valant, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too. Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you've come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you. Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show. Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as I as to witness miracles such as I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as Magnifi's illusions are reborn. Here on stage by my hand. Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Grand Marie Miracle is back after a 7-year absence? Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show in this honor should have been his. Daddy. My co-magician in training, Zach Grand Marie. If that terrible thing hadn't... It's okay. Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If you were alive, then I, Valant Grand Marie, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant.
Thanks, Uncle Valent. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see the great Magnifi's illusions again. She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? My mentor, the magnificent Magnifi Grand Marie, was a true deity among magicians. A created god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations. I was so little when I last saw him, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world's been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Grand Marie Troop's secrets, it falls to me to provide them. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you? If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 long years? It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you've heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land. I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. Certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more! 7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it? Why was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. Can you tell us about these performance rights? Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such was protected by property laws. Intellectual property, maybe? Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will to one person. You mean him? Yes, Miss Trucy, was your father. Zach Grand Marie was the inheritor of the Grand Marie miracle. Daddy? Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago. I think I see where the story is going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, correct? In all absoluteness. Those rolled up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years. Ah! Yes, Miss Trucy. Though it pains me to say that this past spring, April to be precise, was the time. Your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor Magnifi passed to me. This was in fact stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself. Is that how it works? Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently. Daddy? Way to fucking bring down the fucking mood, asshole. Alright, now for the thing I actually give a shit about. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes. Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" and they're standing right behind you. Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer? What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet? Huh? Where'd you come from? Just want to say I love her already. Just want everyone to know that she's my favorite defendant ever. Well, anyway, please have a seat. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Tracy? You're a magician, aren't you? That's right. Okay. Mr. Fucking Hat! I'm the amazing Mr. Hat. Yay! She passed out! Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's Magic Panties, Apollo. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. That's Miss Magic Panties to you. Hi. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign? I can tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo. Nope, never mind. Just got carried away there. So you're destined to get difficult clients, it seems. Yep, you're the star of a Phoenix Wright game, where every client insists that they did it. So what's your name? Oh, right, I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know. It's getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Well, the other day, these tourists from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions to myself here. Well, that was fruitless. I think I understand despair a little better now. You did good, Apollo. Look, she's doing her nails. What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. Excuse me? Could you read this? Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. This is the love letter we passed from desk to desk at school. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. It's a business card with a name and an address. The name is Vera Misham. The address is for Drew's studio. And you're giving me this card because... Well, looks like we're finished here. Wonder if Drew's studio is the scene of the crime. Let's go find out. Oh, would you look at that? What the fuck is this tune? Holy shit, what the fuck is this tune? Wow, this looks like it might be a studio. It's like life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring. Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Hey, don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking. Apollo? Look at this one. Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. That is odd. All the paintings have a really different style, too. I thought I might find you two. I thought I might find you two here. Emma, long time no see. Oh? Seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here, too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh? We don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. Oh. Misham? And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning's a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackoos. Can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around. Which means we better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else. Hey! There's a painting hidden back here. Hey, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it? Certainly seemed pleased by the possibility. Huh? It's so normal. That's hardly something to get mad about. Huh? What is it, Apollo? Well, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind. I better get a professional opinion on this. I don't know, the fucking painting that's right next to it? I don't know, does it look like that? Let's get a professional fucking opinion to figure that shit out. God, what a fucking mystery. Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug. Aha! So the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poison mug of coffee. I would hope so. Poison coffee. Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee. What? You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side, after all. Eek, Apollo! That's where the body was! That's the spot where Drew Michon passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment, there's quite a bit of paint on the ground. See that half-painted painting over there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died. Wow, a true artist to the very end. Or maybe he started it a year ago and was procrastinating. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love oils, you know, how they're so thick. Is that the word? These paints are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different these all are. Yeah, and what's going on with this half-finished one? Must have been a work in progress. You can still see the rough sketch below. That's what's so weird. The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts. I noticed. That is weird. That letterbox looks funny sitting in a room like this. Let's take a look. Empty. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Michon put his letters in there, and the postman took them away. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. I imagine the coffee cup was for guests to use. Guests? Did the police already analyze this cup too? Not a trace of poison was found in that cup. So the killer was after Drew Michon alone. Oh, there's more. What the fuck? Let's take a closer look at this desk here. So this is Drew Michon. And this little girl must be Vera. Yes, they took that some years ago. They look close. A happy little family. Until you arrested his daughter. Ah! Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking. Uh-huh, right. Is this a journal? Wow, talk about a clue! Let's read it. Well, what is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? It's new. He didn't write a single line. Ah, kept me going there for a while there. Ooh, cute! Look at the tiny frame, Apollo. Tiny's right. That thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that? None, apparently. It's empty. There's no glass in it either. What is it doing sitting on the desk? This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy? Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen? But it doesn't have a pointy end. That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Ah, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific. That's my motto. Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? I mean, the word detritus. This envelope has been opened and resealed. Ooh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. You're right. Looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? Postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago. Why would someone open a letter, then seal it again? I better hang on to this. Am I not allowed to open it? Ah, looky here. A handwritten signature. It says... I can't read it. That seems odd to me. I mean, isn't a signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can read it? Isn't it enough if you can read your own? Oh, I never thought of that way. Just anything. Damn. Oh, this one. Oh, really? Nothing? That makes me sad. Hey, look there! That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about. Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, this stain is probably... better ask Emma. Apollo, look, it's been opened once here. You're right. I wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside. Should I try to get it open and then stick it back shut? Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? I've got a better idea. Emma! Emma! Let's ask her! Something about the way that figure is posed. I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo! So you're making one of your flamboyant gestures. Please, I'm a professional. I wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence? Jesus Christ, where to begin? What is all this equipment here for? It doesn't look very artistic, really. Yeah, he had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood, too. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth. Why would a painter need all this? From the dust, I'd say he hasn't used this stuff for years. This corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio. Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I want to cut a quarter in half and make a trick coin. This is a crime scene, Trucy. But these cost like 50 bucks in the magic shop. What is all this? Oh shit, really? Okay. Yeah, this is all the same thing. So, this, Drew Misham was some kind of artist? Apparently. Did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. I had a lot of female fans, too, for what it's worth. Oh, well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. Huh? So it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means? He was an odd bird, Misham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up here in this studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he'd put in that letterbox there. Letters? Do people still write letters? What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? Not Mr. Misham. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know? In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer? The suspect, please? We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically. Basically? Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever? Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles. And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview? At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died? She poisoned him on the night of his interview? Wouldn't the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Misham when she bought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone's suspicious, it's the reporter. Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Misham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. I bet Emma can help us out here. Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking, what is it we always do when we run to the crime scene? What is it we always do, scientifically? Ah, you know me too well. Okay. Okay, meaning we can get, scientific now? Oh, I suppose. Just this once. Oh, man, guys. I'd love to get scientific with a girl. Man, just want to get scientific. Ugh, dust those fingerprints. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out. So this woman, Vera, she's Mr. Misham's daughter, right? Yep, a real sickly girl ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. Fucking Jesus. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal client? But why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Now look at me. So about the poison, it was found to be in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that mean? It means see for yourself, I think. Emma, how about this mug? There's a pale blue, residue on the rim. It's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. Ah, right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray. Forensic science! I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. So what kind of scientific stuff were you up to? This spray, that's what. It turns blue when it touches poison. Chris, go! Find out if that's actually a thing. I know it's not, but you know. So the poison that killed the victim was on this mug? That's right. See? It wasn't just in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing. Certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma'd be willing to help us out a bit more. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere. It's certainly worth talking to her a bit more. About poison analysis. I was afraid you were going to ask about that. See, this solution is used to test for oh, shit. Atrocanine. They test for atrocanine. Atrocanine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy. Uh-oh, I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. Best tread lightly. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but Jesus Christ. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it is absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Atroquinine. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown. No, that's fine. We really don't need to know all the gory details. I think I get it. You just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this. I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please. You don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course. Yeah, let's give it a whirl, Apollo. Ah, what are you doing? I was just seeing if I got a reaction off of you. How is this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous. Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand. Let's just get down to checking for real poison, shall we? Let's just fucking douse the whole goddamn room. 1 second, everybody. Sam is here. I'll be right back.
Another one. Sorry. Atroquinine? So what do you think is going to be coated in the poison? Because it's got to be something over here, right? Wait, it's nothing? Too bad, no reaction there. Sure, I'm gonna check out all the likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? Did you spray that little desk over there? I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know? Let's check it out, just to be sure. Fuck you! What the fuck? I did nothing but spray that fucking goddamn it. A reaction, Apollo? Ah! Where? The inside of that cute little frame, look. Well, would you look at that? Nice going, Trucy. I'm known to work magic. Never mind that I was the one who found it. Why would the inside of that frame have poison on it? It looks like we found the only other place that was poisoned in any case. Looks like you have to take this back part off first to put a photo inside. It'd have to be a really small photo to fit in there. True, and that pale bluish stain. Why would there be poison in a place like this? Well, there's one obvious reason. Whoever put poison in the coffee rubbed a bit on here, too. It's not very obvious, Trucy. Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this. Look, I'm a detective. Okay. You're here to see Vera Misham? Yes, that's right. She's in the medical office at the moment. Medical office? Is she okay? She's just lying down. Said she didn't feel so good. I'm sorry, but I can't allow meetings at the moment. Most annoying client ever. Guess we should come back. Is there more? I can't tell if there's more for us here. I don't think this is particularly slow. I just need to figure out what to do now. Beep boop, welcome.
Emma, about this. Oh, that. Well, yes, why, that's a bright red envelope. He sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. Your lips are sealed. That's a first. You mean you know what's inside the envelope? Sure, I read it after all. Ah, you mean you were the one who whipped this open? Ha! Please, I would have steamed it open. She did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Know that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Weapon? Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. About the envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning. You want to know about my tool, don't you?
Jesus Christ. Everyone wants to know about Emma's tools.
It's called an X-ray analyzer. X-ray, like the X-rays you get at the dentist? That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? Yeah, that's a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization, something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So basically, it lets you see inside things, like envelopes. That's right. You're sharp, Trucy. But it's a bit more complicated than that, in practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma, please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo. Ah, what are you doing? Oh, just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead. Point that thing at me anymore and it might fall out. Then I wouldn't need an X-ray machine to see through it. Let's just get down to business, shall we? To defeat the Huns. Right, let's test it on a sample first. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. You set the sample in the device like so. I don't see anything. Patience, there's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope. Layer view? You got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Turn that dial there for me, would you? That's right, that's how you choose what depth you want to scan. Yeah, this is how this works. Hey, I've got something. See, this is how you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh? Except, I can't read them. Just turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that the sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see that paper is like a bunch of hills and valleys. Well, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. It breaks cards down to thin layers so it can only show what's written on that layer. I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything? That's why we go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit, if you would. The image? You mean rub the screen? Yeah, that fixes the image on the screen. Now turn the dial again, just a little. Good, now you can rub this image to fix it too. Hey, I get it. We just keep doing this until we've got the whole thing. Exactly, not bad. Neat, let's do some more. Ah, good old try again. We've all been there. We've all been there. Okay, let's put this one out. Does this mean I have to buy another one to win? Well, it's Emma's ticket. Let her buy another one. It's okay, there's no need. But see, this is the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it out on the real thing, shall we? Okay, let's print this one out. Someone deposited 100,000 into Mr. Misham's account? These paintings must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Care to take a look? You bet I do. If you're gonna read someone else's mail, you might as well read it all. Here goes the second page then. Oh, Kelsey, I have a question for you. Are you going to be working November 22nd from 9:30 until 11:30? At the NAC. Because if you can, you definitely should, because I'm going to be there. It's a Friday. Well, you should definitely pick up that shift if you can, because that's where I'm gonna be. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp available within 4 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. So it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings. Wow, the secrecy though. And what? Why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right? Maybe it had some special significance to him. Well, Emma? Well, indeed. She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. So, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for the story of the night of the crime? I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow. I thought so. I'll never forget that face, but what was his name? Oh, right. Brushel. Brushel? He's after a scoop to sell to the papers. So a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Seems strange to you? Really strange. It does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician. Magician? Well, if it's not Truzy, that leaves only one other person. He wasn't Valent Grand Marie by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear. So he's out interviewing Valent Grand Marie. Looks like I'll be heading back out to the Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Here, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want. Jesus Christ. Spark Brushel. Guess you gotta have a good business card if you want to work freelance. Really, what's this? A camera lens finder? Do reporters take photos too? I guess if he's freelance, he'd have to. Maybe you should try being a prosecutor and a defense attorney. You'd always win. Why don't I become a rock star too while I'm at it? What the fuck? Oh, this guy looks like a sleaze bag. Wonder if I can... So a journalist was here on a story? All eyes in the universe are upon my stage.
All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper.
His name was Brushel.
Brushel.
I think he remembers him.
Doesn't look too happy about it. Brushel. That cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want?
The man by that name called on me just now.
Just now.
Valen's vision is always towards tomorrow. Valen's feet step always forward. That is all.
That's all? Very confusing.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes. I wanted someone to cover it. Yet he had ears only for that incident.
That incident?
In any case, I have requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So a painter has died? What of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Gramarye.
Uncle Vlan, do you know where the reporter went?
I recommended he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators.
The detention center?
He was a rude individual. Might I see that card?
Sure.
You would tear apart my respectability, I will tear apart him.
Oh, here comes Apollo, Uncle Valen's big magic trick. Is he gonna fix the card? Not sure that qualifies as big magic. What happened to the big magic?
Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped?
You must have really not liked that journalist. What? Wait, what? Was I not supposed to... I thought that was prompting me to go to the detention center. I was wondering if you could tell me about this.
Ah, why that bears the Gramarye seal?
Uncle Vlan, is something wrong?
Trucy. Where did you get this?
Daddy gave it to me.
Your daddy, my partner Zach Grip.
No, my other daddy, Phoenix Freight.
Why now? Why would your Lord Daddy?
Lord Daddy, that's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit.
This signature upon the back, do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Gramarye.
What? Daddy signed this?
Might I be so bold as to open it?
I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope, I wonder?
Now the time has come when I must return to make my prestidigitation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy.
Thanks, Uncle Vlant.
3 days from now. Make ready for a miracle.
What do you think that journalist was after? And why did Valand react like that to this envelope? I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit. Herm.
I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote. No, not at all. Looks like someone's already meeting here.
Maybe that reporter? This is not who I expected. This is not who I expected. You know what this guy reminds me of, though? You know what this guy reminds me of? He reminds me of this dude. This dude from Undertale. That dude right there. I don't know why. This guy freaks me out right now. I'm just gonna let everyone know that.
Hey there, how you doing? Who might you be?
Yep, that's what we're going with. Sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey.
You're Justice, you?
You know me?
Do I know you? Of course I know you. Stares down witnesses on stand till they spill beans? End quote.
That's not true. What's he writing? Are you a reporter by any chance?
Woo, you're Trucy. Am I famous? Oh yeah. Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties, end quote. That's so not true. Just hold on to your britches there. I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy. Interview? So guard, I think I know what's going on here. Garden rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote.
No, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him.
Did you come here to interview the guard? Ooh, wait, what a pickle! Accused won't talk or had to interview someone or go plumb crazy, end quote. Huh?
Should have guessed.
Where's my manners? Name's Brushel, Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. Journalist just closes his eyes, writes, end quote.
What's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins?
Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrill it is. Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem, madness, end quote.
I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something. I fucking hate this guy.
So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist? Me? Look, let me say one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm the interviewer, you understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here. End quote. Okay. For instance, you think a movie director watches movies? Well, I think he probably does. Exactly, I knew you'd understand.
Huh?
So the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio? Who, me? Look, let me say one thing for the record. Yes, I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy, real busy, always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back. End quote. I can understand that philosophy, but you want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport. True enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too? Exactly, see, it's the same thing. What is... So you went to do a story on Drew Misham, and he'd never had a story done about him before. That's right, look, let me just state one thing for the record here. What? I'm sure you're gonna want to know about my stories. What tipped me out to Drew? Why did they interview in the first place? Well, yes. Look, it's like, I've got it. Say there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's gonna tell me where he got it? At the supermarket, maybe? Exactly, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I think I may have accidentally understood that one.
Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls of ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers. End quote.
Right, guess we'll leave then.
Oh, but since you're here, might as well tell you a bit of news I saw, just for the heck of it. Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'd seen a movie on trip and wandered into some burger place with amazing ketchup, and an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from our dealer's gallery, end quote, I believe it was.
An oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river.
Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach?
Journalists can smell scoop better than burgers, end quote. All right, let me go on the record here.
Yes?
I know what you're going to say. Brushel, take this, rotten brilliant column. End quote.
I don't think so.
Look, buddy, I read brilliant columns about one thing, and that's food. Try to understand.
What can you possibly be writing? You didn't listen to a word I said. Huh.
Well, how'd it go? Find anything out?
Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you.
Well, what's with that scary face you're making?
What's with the I know something but I'm not telling face you've got going, Emma? Are we actually gonna do this? What am I supposed to show her? This painting came from behind that dresser.
Ah, yes, so?
It was stolen, no?
I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out.
Do you think you could tell us a bit about this?
I suppose. It's what you think. Jumi Sham was a forger.
A forger? Yikes. Also, this new fucking track, dude. Ooh.
So what exactly is a forger? Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words.
Fakes?
Copies of an original. Exact copies, so precise you can't tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course.
So Jumi Sham was
a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries. To supplement his work in illustration, I guess.
I see.
Actually, that's why I brought this in here in the first place.
What do you mean?
When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like a practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. Not in the case of a forgery, not necessarily. You know that the finished product is going to look like, after all.
Oh, yeah, I guess you would.
That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces.
I get it now.
Not that I really needed to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyways. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Misham's rough sketches. Kind of like what he was drawing when he thought no one was looking.
True, that would be interesting. It may be valuable for our case.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo. Flattery will get you everywhere, they say.
Maybe I should ask Emma to help us out. Kind of wanted to see this rough sketch under this painting, and I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick.
Oh, fine, just this time, though. Let's check it out.
Oh shit, I didn't want to do that one. I hope I get the access to more than one. I only assume I will, but, you know. So this is not the same at all. That's interesting.
Okay, let's print this one out.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that for one fucking second. Oh, dear God. Oh, I don't like that for a fucking second. Holy shit, I'm getting goosebumps. I've got like fucking chills. Oh, that fucking affected me. That's the fucking noodle cart. Noodle bowl, and I really hope that isn't like a fucking... That kind of looks like a fucked up body. What? What the heck?
Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted for the rough. What do you mean? Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch. Composition? In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas, so you could tell if there had been a rough sketch. But not what it looked like. I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that. So Mr. Michon was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo. Think we could check out one of the other paintings? Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you?
Which one should we go for next, guys? 1 or 3? I don't like this for a fucking second. This is fucking with me, guys. This is fucking with me. Yep, there's fucking cards. Shit.
Okay, let's print this one out.
3 aces and a 3 and a 2. This one too.
What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden.
I mean, you think I could just look at the last of these?
Fine by me, knock yourself out. Okay, let's print this one out.
What the heck is all this?
I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation?
Trucy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? That fucking freaks me out. And that one freaks me out too. Ah! There!
Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on?
These sketches are of the 3 cases I worked on.
What?
The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then the events that transpired during the Governor's concert.
What could it mean? How could he have painted those things? And why?
That's what I want to know.
Wait, is Jumi Sham your father?
Give me a break! Does that even seem remotely possible to you? I'd never even heard of any Jumi Shams before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. They were my cases, drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Jumi Shamu? What did he have to do with me? Holy fucking shit. Holy shit. That's fucked up. Holy shit. I'm scared. Okay. So that's where we're going to leave it off for today. But tomorrow we're going to be coming back with a big old stream. Because I'm not doing fucking anything tomorrow or Sunday. So I am going to stop it here. No, I know. I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't streaming tomorrow and probably Sunday as well. But I've so far streamed every day of the week. So, you know what? Cut me some goddamn slack. I'm scared. I don't know yet. We'll see what time we're back from Board Game House. Well, we'll see. If I don't stream tomorrow, I'll definitely do like a big stream Sunday, like a longer stream. We'll do like a 3 or 4 hour stream on Sunday for sure. But we'll figure it out tomorrow. Everything's just kind of up in the air. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming. I'm terrified. We will do a big 3-4 hour stream at least once this weekend, if not twice. I think I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep and lock all my doors and buy a gun, because that was a legitimately harrowing experience. I'm not gonna lie. That was legitimately, that was real. That was actually terrifying. Holy shit. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. We'll be again, as I said, I mentioned I'll be streaming again tomorrow. So if you're around, please join the stream, because Jesus Christ, we're in some shit now. So anyways, remember to drink your water. Have yourself a wonderful tonight. Have yourself a wonderful tomorrow. Have yourself a wonderful life. Be good to each other.